This anime begins with Suzuki, also known as Santo, a 29-year-old gaming programmer, runs to catch a train in order to get to his office and work on the weekend, but then everything gets upside down. When he chooses to take a brief nap after working day and night and repairing endless bugs, he slept claiming sleeping is his sole freedom, but when he opens his eyes, he's in another world. He initially assumes it was all a dream, but it wasn't. He also discovers that he's now a 15-year-old teenager. However, before Santo can clearly understand this situation, an army of lizardmen attacks him, forcing him to cast a powerful spell in revenge, and Santo wipes by applying unique abilities. The mount might be entirely destroyed and his max level is increased by 2 to 310, effectively maxing out his stat. As a high-level adventurer with multitude of skills and no way back to reality, Soto is forced to live in this game world. After obtaining the title of Emperor of the Valley of Dragons, Shoto still feels that everything is a dream. While sitting on the mountain, Shanto was trying to log out of the game, and that's when he discovered that his new magical power abilities. He used the meteor shower at a distant space but was not that distant enough. He used it as a test many ways to see if he was still alive, and because of the high risks of the meteor shower, Shanto decided to turn it off later. He changed new clothes, drank some water, ran, took a nap. After the adventures in episode 1, Soto saw a group of people fighting with a year. Their level was low, and they had defeating them. Seeing this, Shoto jumped into the battlefield to save a girl and took her to a safe place. The girl thanked him for saving her life, and then they both introduced themselves out of nowhere. Two girls attacked Santo thinking he kidnapped their friend. Xena told them to calm down, and also that Santo saved their life later. They all get along, and Santo gets a room for his stay and says goodbye to Xena and her friends later. He gets his paperwork done and gets a visa for the city that was valid for 10 days. Santo booked a place for his stay and learned about the demon lord from the innkeeper after eating his meals. Santo, alongside with Martha, went to Taida Avenue to get general items such as clothes and other stuff in the market. Santo met two demi-humans and saved them from bullying. Santo then bought some hair clips for Martha as a thank you gift, but we all know RMC is trying to win her heart. Both of them returned home after shopping for a few more things, and Santo then ate a delicious lunch recommended by Martha. But when he went to sleep, he realized that he ate too much. Zena meets Santo and tells him that she was not work today, so she wants to show Santo the beauty of the city. Santo smiled and then agreed to go with her. After buying set to you patties, both of them sat in front of the fountain and enjoyed their treat. By the way, it was pretty much looked like a date. Selena showed everything to Shanta when they ate almost everything. She showed her a glorious sword that glows blue. If a person holds it, a year later, they meet Orna, a priest. Orna does some dumb shit and makes cute joke about it that leaves both RMC blushing. Orna had an emergency and left, while Zaina continued to show Shanto her city while traveling. Shanto sees something terrible that made him sad. A girl getting tortured. Yeah, that's right. Demi-humans getting tortured for no reason. The priest saves her and bunch of speech. Santo beats everybody's ass and announces that they shouldn't harm anyone. Right? Okay, Santo is now trapped for some demon and he must complete a mission to escape. In the labyrinth, Shanto becomes the new master of the demi-humans and gives them names along with food, water, and clean clothes. Shanto formed a team with Lisa, Toma, and Posh and starts his journey to escape this strange cave. Santo notices that Lisa, Posh, and Toma are not getting any experience because all they are doing is obeying him. So to fix it, he starts obeying them to help him in killing his eyes closed. But he wanted his comrades to gain an experience as well. Honestly, Santo seems to be a pretty good guy, starting to like him. The level increasingly goes up and they defeat many bugs and they eat some food and take nap with Santo, of course, because it's a harem. They all become devoted to Santo. As he proceeds to kill them, a 40 level undead beast appears and Soto was the only one who could feed him. He's a level 310 after all. Shoto defeats everyone, and the royal guards come to capture Treasure Box. The demon who trapped everybody in this cave came out, everyone trying to kill him, but in vain. And on top of that, he summoned the demon lord, his master. And now Soto is the only one who can't kill him. Soto makes his appearance, slices the demon lord, and saves everybody's ass. Soto and everything is now perfect. Arisa, along with Lulu, is presented Soto as a slave, and Santo is confused about whether he should keep them as slaves or not. Santo ends up signing a contract and getting Arisa and Lulu as slaves. Now he has 5 slaves after a short introduction to each other. They all return back to the inn as they were on their way back. Santo realizes everyone is hungry and decides to treat everyone delicious food. Santo also brought cute dresses for everyone, and we can assure that Soto was a great kind of man. Santo rents a room for Lisa Toma and poetry and slept with Arisa. Why? Why? In Lulu, they kiss for some reason. He feels something was off, and when he realized Arisa was using her powers to seduce Santo, he simply ordered her to stop it. Arisa later also reveals that she wants to serve Santo and she has fallen in love with him. Arisa gave Santo all the information about being summoned as a hero, and after listening to where Santo asks why she became a slave, Sina comes to meet Santo and becomes angry. After finding Santo sleeping with Arisa, Santo runs in to clear the misunderstanding. Things got cooled down. Santo gives money to his slaves, orders some food when they want. Santo behaving like a gentleman and treating everyone like they're his wives. Santo does some bullshit and he goes to search for new houses. Soto could not find any house and decides to visit the market with Sena. As they're walking in the market, Santo's slaves appeared and showed him all the new clothes they'd bought. Santo like an earning for Sena and bought it, and they went to the hall to watch a play. The play was great, pretty boring. Everyone, including me, wanted to end after the play. Sena said goodbye to Shoto and wanted to heal her injured comrades. Suddenly, a large group of flying Toma, uh, and Santo is not gonna kill them, everyone, right? Is Santo not gonna kill everyone? Okay. Okay, Santo is kinda beating everyone's ass. So what will happen next? The story becomes more and more interesting. It's boring. Santo took the Rat Knight and the princess to the odd job shop for treatment because they were both wounded. The owner of the shop quickly identified the princess and gave her a bed to sleep in. Her name was Mia and she was a 130-year-old. Wow, she's old. After dealing with Lulu, Santo went back to see how Mia was doing. But when he reached there, she was still sleeping and Santo and Ney were talking to each other. Mia woke up and Santo immediately ran to see her. Ney then offered SA horse carriage to make it easier for them to travel. Santo immediately buys it and asks Lulu to teach him how to ride it. Lulu and San went on the horse carriage, and that's when San realized they were being chased. Shoto looks at the tree and found a wolf gazing at them. Sasu realized back at the odd job shop and met Meza. Meza told Shoto that being Mia is targeted by a magician. Now, who's the magician? We'll learn in the next episode. Thanks for watching and stay safe.